This is Jack. This week's topic is things that we didn't expect to come up during our transitions. Um, Sorry, I just charged my phone after not having it on all day, so suddenly I'm getting a bunch of texts from people. Um, so when I think of things that I didn't expect that came up during my transition, the first thing that comes up is seborrhea, in my mind anyway. Seborrhea is a kind of skin condition. I have very sensitive skin, and I always have. When I went on testosterone, obviously it messes with how oily your skin is, and I started getting seborrhea. Seborrhea is basically it's just like little. It's like you. It's kind of like a rash itch sort of thing. It's like halfway between a rash and acne, I guess. It's little red splotches you get on your skin, and me being the paranoid person that I am, I immediately freaked out and thought I was dying or something, but it ended up being a side effect of the testosterone. Um, so that was something that I didn't expect that came up. Another thing that I haven't really expected that has come up has been my voice hasn't dropped as much as I'd like it to have. I think part of that has to do with the fact that some of the time I still speak in a falsetto without meaning to, just to like make people comfortable around me, because I don't know, subconsciously I assume that having a more female voice makes people more comfortable around me, I guess. um, let's see. Changes I didn't expect: physical, mental, emotional. Um, One thing that didn't happen, and this is something that I stress to the community of trans people a lot, that especially trans masculine people, is that tea doesn't make you angry. I have not had mood swings off of tea that I have not had on tea. Basically, like I have been more emotionally stable since going on tea than I was before I was on tea, and that has to do with the dysphoria, obviously, and feeling more comfortable in my own body. But a lot of people say that going on testosterone makes you angry, even guys within the community, and that's not true. When you go on tea, you're not going to be any angrier than you were before tea. You might feel it differently, but if you're prepared, then you should still be able to handle it. Dealt with them. I guess another thing that I didn't really expect out of my transition is how complicated this whole surgery thing has been. I mean, obviously, I knew it was going to be a hassle and a process, but I thought that I had done all the right groundwork when I sent in all my paperwork for it. However, it's a bureaucracy, it's an insurance company, and they're making me jump through a bunch of hoops now. But that I didn't really expect, and so I guess what I would suggest in that aspect is don't get your hopes up too much for something, and remember that everything is a process, and you're gonna have to work for it. um, my transition has not just been handed to me easily. I've had a lot of things go really well and really easily for me, and I'm very, very lucky in that respect. However, I have not had a lot of support. I haven't had a lot of people support me, and I've my fiance left me. I've been at another relationship, and my father is not very supportive. So it's been I don't know. I've done a lot of my transition, I guess, myself, and how I've dealt with that is by going online with the community. And by reaching out to other people, it's helped me feel better about myself as well. I guess it's kind of like when I feel bad, I try to help someone else because there's always someone who doesn't even have as much luck as I do, or as much like as many resources. So I don't know. I don't really have a lot to say on this topic. I prepared myself really well for my transition. Mostly, the seborrhea was the main thing that came up that I noticed. Um, I mean, otherwise, I've been in the same health as I have always been. I still have fibromyalgia, I still have ADHD, OCD, whatever else. But I feel like if you prepare yourself pretty well for your transition by reading everything you can, Hudson's FTM guide, looking online on videos, reading online, just doing research, Mayo Clinic, just looking through as much as you can so that you can be prepared for what will happen when you do transition if you decide to transition medically. Socially transitioning, there's obviously issues as well. I've come up with, in my transition, I guess, socially, I've found that there are a lot of not very cool guys sometimes in my community. Um, there's some guys who are kind of, I don't know, like, make an emotionally unsafe environment. And it's been really strange to me in that I've seen the guys in my community not really try to help each other. A lot of them try to pull each other down. There's a lot of competition within the community, I've noticed. that makes me sad because it promotes the idea that everyone should transition a specific way, or else they're not able to compete, I guess. That's obviously an incredibly simplified version of everything, but I don't know. It's just the amount of infighting I found within the community has been a little bit like alarming to me. It's part of why I want to work in this field and promote the idea that we should all be okay with like respecting each other's identities and supporting each other. Um, I guess that's really all I have to say. I don't have a lot for this topic. I'm sorry. But oh, good things happened this week. I now have a TV show, apparently on Equality News Network. You can. I'll link it at the bottom of this video, and I'll see you guys soon.